In this world, this current cinematic climate we live in, it's all about sequels, prequels, and you creating a universe.
Yeah.
Would you like to see a Con Air sequel?
Probably not. No, I like it as it's a great setup. It's a great setup for an action film, a scenario as well. But what you know, it wouldn't make sense for it to happen again, would it? Like, what would Cameron Crowe get arrested again and then get put on another Con Air? It'd make no sense, really. It'd have to be just like a Cameron Poe, you know. Like a Walker Texas Ranger sort of like, you know, show or something like that. And it's just, you know, it's just him. Like, I don't think you could call it Con Air because it's just, well, why would that happen again? And the whole point of the film was this was, you know, it's not a common thing that happens. This is just something that was a needs must. So yeah, every film doesn't need a sequel. You know, every film doesn't need to be. I just love it as on its own as a standalone film.
Yeah, I'm the
still
same.
Holds up today.
I miss just the one hit and you're out.
Yeah.
None of this expanding the universe crap. It's just it's one story. It's all you need to know. That's it. Unless, you know, we get like Con Train, Con Vessel.
Yeah.
Con Carpool.
Well, that's just the thing, isn't it? It's like the mistake they did with Speed 2. What was the point? You know, Speed 2 was again. So Speed was just like, you know, such a great fucking like set piece to set up for an action film. It's perfect. It's Die Hard on a bus.
Yeah.
But then to do another Speed, which was just the same thing but on a boat. So then you're going from a knockoff, a Die Hard knockoff and then it's Speed knockoff. It just makes no sense. Like it's just a one, you know, so it's just, you know, it's just a standalone film. So you'd have been looking in that sort of situation, and I'm sure a Con Air sequel would have just been a straight to DVD, straight to video sort of bullshit. And you know, with half of the, maybe like some actors like Danny Trejo might have popped up in it or something. But yeah, it wouldn't have had the same star power and all that. So I'm glad that no one ever got the greasy mitts on it.
I mean, if
I'm sure it made a lot of money at the time. I don't know the total box office kind of takings for it. I'm sure it was pretty successful. From what I remember, it was all over the place when I remember it coming out.
Yeah, I mean, if I was given permission and carte blanche to do a sequel, it would be just Cameron Poe sitting there reading a book of poetry whilst kissing his own shoulders. That's the sequel right there.
I'd watch a new trilogy of just that.
Yeah, I mean, it was so good to read your feedback on the TV show.
Yeah, just have him hosting a bunch of films. Just like,
proper deadpan. Yeah. I do not agree with the violence in this film. Hummingbird, burrito.
Yeah, you could just plonk Cameron Poe and anything. Yeah, I'd still watch it, but I'm glad we just got what we got.
Yeah, it's always best to be happy with what you got and not think about what you didn't get. Mm-hmm. And we got one hell of a film in Con Air. It's got its issues, but we don't care because it's just fun.
Takes nothing away from the film at all.
No, it's just a good old fashioned sit back, turn your brain off,
popcorn,
and enjoy Nicolas Cage's hair flowing through the wind.
And him running in slow motion, running away from explosions.
Well, baby, it's not exactly my ties and Yahtzees, but let's do it. I went a bit Arnie then.
You did.
Do it now.
You're getting mixed with the getting mixed with the last podcast.